Diane Prima was a poet, feminist, and activist important to both the beat and hippie countercultures. History paints influential women of the beat generation as few and far between. While their male counterparts were generally able to study, travel, write, and earn recognition for their influential works, the women, who equally enjoyed drugs, sex, booze, and jazz, appear in texts of the time more as muses or anomalies, rarely equal in presence as the well-known men of the inner beat circle. Diane Prima was one of the few prolific female writers of the beat generation. She was a respected poet and an influential voice to the inner beat circle. Allen Ginsberg and Jack Kerouac worked closely with and highly respected Prima. Ginsberg is said to have called her a genius. Born in Manhattan in 1934, Prima spent a lot of time with her politically active anarchist Italian grandfather. By the age of 19, Prima was working with one of the most modern poets of the time, Ezra Pound. With the encouragement of her grandfather and Pound, as well as her interests outside the strict society of urban academia, Prima dropped out of college to study poetry and write. In 1958, at the age of 24, her first book of poetry was published in New York. The book was titled, "This Kind of Bird Flies Backward." To date, Prima has published over 40 books. Among the most famous, Loba, was a single long poem many consider her response to Allen Ginsberg's Howl. The word Loba translates to she-wolf. The poem chronicles the struggle of women in the Western world to have their voices heard and to find themselves. Prima was a young mother and an influential feminist. She wrote about the struggles of women from an autobiographical viewpoint. Here's a clip of Prima reading Ava.
Street women in the world. Sense of myself as stray woman with baby wandering over globe kind of poem. Oh, lost moon sisters, crescent in hair, sea underfoot, do you wander? In blue veil, in green leaf, in tattered shawl, do you wander? With gold leaf skin, with flaming hair, do you wander? On Avenue A, on Bleecker Street, do you wander? On Rampart Street, on Fillmore Street, do you wander? With flower wreath, with jeweled breath, do you wander? Footprints shining, mother of pearl, behind you, moonstone eyes in which the crescent moon, with gloves, with hat, in rags, in fur, in beads, under the waning moon, hair streaming in black rain, wailing with stray dogs, hissing in doorways, shadows you are that fall on the crossroads.
An eager activist, Prima would eventually move to California to participate in the hippie counterculture emerging in the early 1960s. As you can hear in her reading of her poem, Revolutionary Letter No. 49, she wrote passionately about the casualties of modern society.
Polar bear at San Francisco Zoo, political prisoner. Ancient wise turtle at Detroit Aquarium, political prisoner. Flamingos dying in Phoenix Tourist Park, political prisoners. Otters in Tucson Desert Museum, political prisoners. Elk in Wyoming grazing behind barbed wire, political prisoners. Prairie dogs poisoned in New Mexico, war casualties. Mass grave of Wyoming bald eagles, a battlefield. Every kid in school, a political prisoner. Every lawyer in his cubicle, a political prisoner. Every doctor brainwashed by AMA, a political prisoner. Every housewife, a political prisoner. Every teacher lying through sad teeth, a political prisoner. Every Indian on reservation, a political prisoner. Every black man, a political prisoner. Every faggot hiding in bar, a political prisoner. Every junkie shooting up in John, a political prisoner. Every woman, a political prisoner. Every woman, a political prisoner.
One of Prima's most controversial publications was entitled Brass Furnace Going Out, which she wrote in 1975 about her experience having an abortion of a child she conceived with African-American poet and activist Amiri Baraka. Baraka and Prima would continue as lovers and literary colleagues for many years. Prima worked with other influential poets throughout her life and would produce the literary magazine The Floating Bear for nearly a decade. Prima was named Poet Laureate of San Francisco in 2009 and has been awarded the National Poetry Association's Lifetime Service Award. She is the mother of 5 children and lives in California.